I remember, like, I started interviewing people in the Bronx maybe around, like, maybe late 2020, early 2021. And I remember you doing your thing. Definitely more of a buzz at that point.
Yeah.
It sucks because I feel like you got locked up and the whole Bronx wave just now it's kind of going back to Brooklyn and all that. But I remember news comes out or whatever and they say, like, I guess something early in the morning, they accuse you of shooting somebody in the leg or whatever. You did do time for it. Is it something you are okay with talking about the day and everything? So, gotcha. Now, what was that day like? What was that moment like for you? And yeah, I won't even say anything after that. What was that day like and what was that moment like for you? What caused all that to happen?
It was a regular day. I was in the crib, got a phone call from my manager at that time. Was like, come to the studio, such and such is here. You could record some, hopefully they jump on, they sign you, do something. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So he like, ain't it here? So I'm like, nah, I don't care about the, am I able to record? He's like, yeah. So I ended up pulling up. This is during the pandemic.
Okay.
So I get dressed, whatever, get in an Uber, go to the car studios. When I go to car studios, I ain't had no face mask. So I'm drinking lean out of a Sprite bottle.
Yeah.
And I get into the lobby, I go upstairs, whatever, boom, boom. We partying, smoke, whatever. That's when I get the booth. When I get the booth, I start seeing the two big artists leave.
Yeah.
And
can you speak on who the artist was? Or
I don't
not?
want to.
Okay, all right, cool, gotcha.
But what happened? Yeah, so I get in the booth, I start recording. I see the two big artists leave. Then the manager at that time said, yo, I'm about to drop the females off downstairs in an Uber. I said, all right, bet. So I'm recording. Halfway towards the song, another manager that's managing a different artist, he comes upstairs and says, he's saying something, but I got the headphones in my head, so I'm not understanding what he's saying. So I'm so high, I forget. I'm forgetting that I got the headphones in my head. So when I snapped the reality and I realized I got this in my head and I took it off, he said such getting jumped. So I look down, I drop my hat, I go out, get my pole, I leave my sweater. I look at my sweater, I leave my sweater there. From there,
this is sorry to cut you off. This is one of the big rappers getting jumped.
No, it's not a rapper.
Okay, random person.
It's my manager at that time.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, so, well, supposedly, for me, that's what
was told to you.
He said, that's what was told to me. So, but, I go downstairs, whatever, I go downstairs, I see running, I run down the block, whatever. So, they put their hands in their pants, they got their hands in their pants, say, hey, run up. So my son, one of my son Nas MB, free Nas MB. He was like, yo, give me such and such, give me such and such. I'm like, nah, you just came home. He just finished doing like 5, I think. Yeah, like 5, some shit like that. So he's currently home on parole and he wanted to do that. And niggas is trying basically like okay with it. So I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I get it.
Just came home, I got this, I'll take one for the team. So I did what I did. That's when I shot, son. That's when I started. When I heard white shirt, blue jeans, I ran to the cab, got in the cab, got to a hotel. A month later, they picked me up.
Yeah, they already picked up everything. Like when they say white shirt, blue jeans, they already knew. They
knew. They seen basically when they yelled out the clothes was the officer in his radio yelling out the description of clothes I was wearing.
Wow, that's quick as hell.
Exactly. The where I shot him at was by the red steps, so it was a precinct booth right there. Damn. I mean, so
you didn't know there was a precinct?
I didn't know.
Okay.
Like, at that time, like it's like I knew it was a precinct there because I've been in 42nd so many times. Yeah. But it's like at that time during that in that situation, I didn't realize. Okay,
the heat of the moment.
Yeah, the heat of the moment. I wasn't thinking about precinct being there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. Then from there, a month later, they picked me up. Fighting charges. At first, they got the charges messed up and shit like that. But then,
Yeah, they trying to charge you with murder, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Then I got the court. They changed the paperwork. Like, I guess the prosecutor up on the paperwork or whatever. So they end up fixing where they adjourned the case. Came back a week later. Boom, boom, boom. Now the case is being adjourned. So them build their case, try to indict me.
Yeah.
So now while I'm sitting in Rikers Island for 4 months, I post bail. I come home. I'm fighting the case home.
How much is your bill at that point?
My bail was 100K.
Dang.
Yeah. My bail was, at first it was 150K. Then 4 months later, it dropped to 100K. Because after time, when you sit, if you have bail and you sit on Rikers Island after time, the shit drops because you're basically showing the system that you have no type of sources of income to
pay this
bail.
amount. So they have to drop it.
So they have to drop it to a level where you can afford it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of people now is either getting low bail or R-naught.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
and for the people that don't know, release on your own recognizance.
Exactly.
You go home. Yeah.
So when I came home, I'm fighting my charges, whatever. During that time, I guess the prosecutor, she couldn't prosecute me at that time because the clothes that they had from my crib was no gun residue. The bullet they found had no fingerprints. There was no DNA of mine left on the scene.
Yeah.
And they didn't find no gun. So she couldn't convict me. All they had was a black and white footage from an NYPD camera.
Gotcha.
That's it. And it wasn't strong enough.
Okay.
Because you can't, it was no color. So at that point, you can't even tell if I
it's white
fired the pole or if it was me. You feel me? So next thing you know, what happened after that? I say 2 months down the line, the prosecutor, her boss, contacts my lawyer and says he wants to have a meeting with me, him. So it's me, my paid lawyer, and my ATV lawyer.
Okay.
We go to the 161 to his office. We go, sits down, and he's telling me his name, whatever, telling my name. Then from there, he like, this is a paper that states anything we talk about in this room, I can't use against you in court.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. So far as that, what do you want to know?
Yeah.
You want to know who, like, what I did, so not who I'm with, like that. He was like, yeah, what you did. So I'm like, all right. So my lawyer sees the paper. He confirms, yeah, this paper states he can't use anything that we talk about in here against you in court. So I'm like, all right. So I signs off. Boom. From there, he like, tell me about your previous charges down to your juvenile records.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, this is robberies, gun charge, burglary. I told him I was locked up in Four Wings when I was a juvenile.
Yeah.
And then from there, that's when he told me about the case now. So I said, I just shot it.
Yeah.
I said, oh, you know him? For what? So I don't know him. Shot him. Oh, well, they try to say you was in a brawl. So I don't know about no brawl.
Yeah. Yeah.
He told me run up. He's digging his pants. I'm thinking he's reaching for something. So I shot him. Where's the gun? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know where it's at? No, I don't know. Can you get it? No, I cannot.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for coming in. We'll contact you. All right, walked out. So while I'm sitting in the waiting room outside, my lawyer comes out smiling. He's like, we gonna beat this. I'm like, so, like, what you mean we gonna beat this? Like, you sure? Like, he like, we gonna beat this. Like, I'm gonna try to get you a lower deal. So I'm like, all right. So I say, like, 2 weeks later, the prosecutor calls my lawyer and tells me the offer is 3 and 3. So I told my mom, what 3 and 3 is 3 incarcerated and 3 on post, which is parole.
Yeah.
So I told my mom said, you better do that. It wasn't sitting right. Well, it wasn't sitting right with her because it was like, damn, I'm losing my oldest son to the system.
For 3 years.
Exactly. So, I don't know. Basically, told my mom, my pops, he didn't care. I said, finish that shit. And then I told a couple of the bros, and the bros was like, that's sturdy, that's sturdy. So I ended up taking it.
Gotcha.
And then I was prepped. I just prepared myself to go in, that's it.
Gotcha. How much time did they give you until they wanted you to turn yourself in to do your time?
2 months.
2 months? Okay.
Yeah, 2 months. No.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they gave me 2 months. 2-3 months. Some shit like that.
Gotcha. When they were telling you things like, you know, we can't use any of this against you, what was that? It seems like they were just trying to get information surrounding what happened. Like,
yeah, it's so. I guess when he told me that, it was in a way so he'd know, so it could sit with him on why, like what happened.
Yeah.
He could figure out what happened, because since they can't convict the person, it's like now they want to know what happened. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna give him this deal. For me, and we're gonna tell him anything anything he say we cannot use against him in court, but we need to know what happened. So that is a way of him keeping private information, and only he knows what happened.
Yeah.
So he can't tell the judge anything. If he does, that'll jeopardize the whole case, and from there, case is closed. Now you just help the so-called person, violent person,
get away.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gotcha. Man, now you go do your time, and then, like, are you nervous around that time before you go in and everything?
Nah. I did jail so many times, so it's like, it was regular me. It's just, I didn't know how the state was.
Okay.
So when I got there, I just learned on the way. Gotcha. When I got to the medium, it was like, it wasn't structured. It was a bunch of adolescents just doing anything, claiming anything, jacking. They got this, they got that, all types of weird. I really started knowing knowledge and really started growing into a man when I got behind the wall.
Gotcha.
Feel me? When I got behind the wall, that's when that man came out.
Gotcha. You know, I do ask this to a lot of people, because if it seems as if like your loyalty kind of, like, people will look at it like, yo, he violent, he this and that, but I look at it like your friendship and your loyalty put you behind bars. So just, you know, you can answer this as much as you want, but
I'm gonna keep it real.
Was that loyalty reciprocated when you got locked up?
I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not sugarcoating none of that, because I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Nah. There was no loyalty, no same loyalty back. I'm gonna keep it all the way being with you, bro. That manager at that time basically lied. He basically told me that he got jumped. He told me he got jumped. When I got booked and I asked for my discovery packet, that's basically when you get booked, always ask for your discovery, because that is everything they have against you. Yeah. So you can see what they have against you, so you know what to do in your case. Yeah. Every piece of thing they have against you. Only thing is, if somebody's snitching on you, you just won't see what they're saying. You won't see, like, I think you will see what they're saying, you just won't see their name.
Got it.
Like that. But yeah, they basically told me he got jumped, got my discovery. They lit it on somebody.
Wow.
So they caused the fight.
Yeah.
Lied, basically saying he got jumped. And then I came downstairs basically to do the dirty work.
Damn.
When everybody else knew where that was at, and they could have did that on their own. Feel me? So it was like, in a way, I'm with my me. So it's like, alright, my loyalty on 100. Feel me? Yeah. If I jack you, gangster. My loyalty on 100. No, I do a bid behind one of my sons. You feel me?
Yeah.
But then when I start seeing where, at first, I'm gonna give credit when it's due. He was sending bread, 500, 300, 250. After a while, it was over. It was like, you only did that for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Tops. 4 months tops. After that, it was over. When Ghost told me, man, fairy tale stories was gonna happen when I come home, all types of weird ain't happen. When Ghost, all type weird. So it's like, me, it's like, I'm not even gonna hold the grudge. I forgive and forget. You feel me? So it's like, interviews, I talk about it because it's questions y'all ask. But outside of that, I don't talk about that. Why? Because it's like something I don't even care no more. I put myself in that predicament, so I can't even blame him or anybody. Just blame myself, because I ain't had to do shit. I could have just said, F that, y'all do it.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I chose to do it.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect the accountability, but I also feel like they had to do right. You know what I'm saying? They got to do right, like 1,000,000%. Because I always feel like this, right? This is what always bothers me, right? We always be like, we always be forcing people like, yo, no snitching. That's an obligation. We understand that. No ratting, no snitching. Hold your mans down. That's an obligation, right? But why isn't protecting the person that holds it down an obligation? Why isn't that treated with the same energy? You feel me? Like, I don't really understand that. I think that should come with the same energy. If that person is willing to do whatever for you, they should get whatever while they doing their time for whatever they did for you. That's how I look at it.
I don't know. I feel like people only with me because where they see I can make it. Like, I feel like only certain people jack me because they see I got potentials to make it out.
Yeah.
They see like the connections I got. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't with this, but I'm gonna keep this close.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel. But then I know it's real. I know certain out here that genuinely with me, like real.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know a couple.
Gotcha.
I say more than my fingers.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what's up. Gotcha. Damn, man. Now I want to know who this manager was. I want to start naming someone. Who's one person they manage? You know, people be managing mad people. Who's one person they manage? I probably know them too. I probably follow them. Do I follow them?
Nope.
I don't?
Nah.
Damn.
And
Okay.
he not following you. Let me see.
Yeah. All right. Who you don't feel comfortable saying who it was?
Nah, I wouldn't even do that.
Okay. All right. What if I said the name? You would confirm it if I said the name? Nah, we can move on.